Hey ladies, so today we're going to go into an abundance meditation and practice some of that. It's like a frequency therapy, really, if you do it right and you take yourself into a certain zone and change the frequency of your being basically into something as close as you can manage to what you want to have more of. So abundance, money, maybe security, maybe peace, maybe support, choice, freedom. Those are all such good things, right? So I'm going to turn on some music for us. And I hope that's good. I don't really know right now. And you can listen to this while you're multitasking or whatever, driving. Obviously, you can't close your eyes, obviously. But if you can do this when you've created some time and space and maybe privacy, that would be most ideal. So you want it to get in as deep as possible, but it's also great to just play these things in the background and let the subconscious soak it up. Okay, so finding a comfortable position, it can be a chair or cushion, you can lay down. Just beginning to relax. Take a deep breath. Breathe how is comfortable though. Your body might need a few big inhales. You might need to wiggle around a little bit, just adjusting yourself and just settling in. And if you want, you can take your eyeballs, even though your eyelids are likely closed, you can still roll your eyes up and inward to the place between your eyebrows, around that area. And this is, amongst other things, this is a visioning area. This is the third eye. And it has to do with a different type of seeing and visioning, coming from like a deeper place. It's a place that's underneath all the conditioning and the ego and what we think we want and what's been impressed upon us to want and to be and to look like and what we're supposed to have. So this other visioning is also, it's like your intuition, it's a knowing, it's your high self, it's your connection to God, source. Or you can think of it as, I'm so relaxed, I can just see clearly. I'm so relaxed, I can hear my own deeper voice or truth. All of those are true. And we're just gonna play by adding one energy or frequency or vibration or feeling, thought, however you're experiencing it. Could be a lot of those, could be just one of those, but we're just gonna add like one little ingredient at a time and see how we can feel it, imagine it, process it, practice it, pretend it. So you are going to choose the first ingredient for you. And the way this looks is, imagine you or your body or your life, your consciousness, whatever, your idea of you right now is a great big empty bowl. And so you're just kind of hollowing yourself out the most you can so you can be empty and let divine inspiration teach you and show you. So we're going to add the first ingredient you're going to add into the empty bowl that you're being right now is up to you. And you're going to choose your ingredient. We're not talking actual food. You're going to choose your ingredient by thinking of why you want the thing that you want. So whatever that experience, that number, that image, that desire, that object, that dream, whatever the first impulse you get to put the ingredient in for that. I'm going to give you two examples for me. So I'm going to do an example with health, my body, my weight, my eating, and I'm going to do an example with my money, my abundance, my resourcefulness. So the first thing I'm going to add into my bowl, and it might end up being actually, a lot of these things are going to be the exact same things, maybe in differing orders, but I'm going to think of one at a time. So I'm going to think of, I'm thinking of one. It doesn't matter which one. So I'm thinking of one. And the first thing I'm going to add into my bowl of ingredients is going to be trust. So if I had more trust in this topic or desire, first of all, how would that feel? So I'm practicing feeling it, seeing how it impresses in my mind and my third eye, seeing what comes up for me, seeing how it feels in my body. It feels really supportive and sweet when I trust that I get to have what I want. I feel like a sweet, gentle energy around it, so I relax a little. So I know if I add trust to this topic, that's what's going to happen for me. That's my response. So my next ingredient I'm going to add is confidence. Confidence, faith, conviction, like that energy. So now I'm adding that energy, like I'm so confident in this subject, or that I get to have this, or that I have this. I'm just adding confidence in that mix. And now it feels like what I have from being, kind of emptying myself out a little bit and holding a space. Now I have trust and confidence / faith / conviction. So if I had trust, confidence, faith, conviction, trust, everything that I just said in my finances, my money future, I would feel it almost feels too good to be true, which lets me know that I can't totally trust it. But if I had trust, I'm working this out in front of you so you can do this with your own thing. If I had trust, confidence, faith, all the things that I can have blank, right? A certain amount of security, a certain amount of success, a certain amount of health, a certain feeling in my body, a certain image, a certain dream of mine. I also want, in this dream, if I had it, it would feel so fun. I'd feel so lucky. I'd feel so grateful. I'd feel like tickled, like delightful kind of feeling, like a giddy, like this is so awesome. I'm so lucky and grateful. Holy smokes. So that energy is in there for what I want too. So now when I put myself in a state of feeling trusting, feeling confident, convicted, like sure, faithful, excited, fun, grateful, then I'm in the zone of that thing I want. I also like the feeling of ease, like there's plenty, either there's plenty of money or I have plenty of ease and joy with my food and my body. It's like easy. for me to be in my body, easy for me to make more money. And just feeling the yumminess of having these things. And imagine you can feel it in your body. You might get images, especially if you keep having your eyes kind of rolled up and focused on your third eye, or just your focus is on your third eye, and kind of see if you get any images of what this looks like for you. What are you doing? How does it feel? What images do you get? So now you're breathing and relaxing into this energy. So whatever ingredients you've added or you might still add, practice feeling them all. It should be like a concoction, like a cocktail, so to speak, of like all these things. It feels fun, it feels sure, you feel lucky, you feel purposed, you feel purposeful, you feel whatever it is. Again, if we're talking about money, it might be like you feel powerful, you feel free, you have choice. You feel liberated, you feel comfortable. And if it's your body or weight or food, physical issues, what does it feel like to be vital, light, free, liberated, comfortable, confident? Maybe you want to feel sexy or beautiful. That's all good. You can have that too. You are that. So just, you're kind of luxuriating in these different energies, right? You can call images to mind also. You don't have to wait to see them. You can also start designing or creating. You just want to do it from as clear and grounded a place, right? So that you create what really means most to you, your highest potential. And inviting these feelings into your body, you can bring them to certain areas. You can also tell your subconscious this is safe. Get used to this and comfortable with this and familiar with this, we're going to have more of this feeling. For me, it's more trust, more ease and relaxation. I think a message for me is it's safe to relax. It's safe to relax. What would it feel like if it were safe to relax? So that's kind of how you talk with yourself. What do I want? How do I want to feel? What do I have to know, maybe to allow myself to have that or to stay in that vibration? So for me, I have to know that I'm safe and I can trust. I can trust myself. I can trust the universe. So it might be something similar for you. It might be something totally different. But you're feeling it now. What does it feel like to be blank, the thing that you want? And just holding this. Or letting it ebb and flow. Your breath through your body, through your mind. And before we exit the meditation, I'm going to do what I like to call taking a snapshot, taking a mental snapshot, taking a visceral snapshot, letting your cells know, letting your mind know, letting your experience know, like what this feels like. You're just kind of going and taking a snapshot so that your body, like, remember this, remember this, remember this feeling. Let them evolve and, grow and change as they need to, but you're also reprogramming yourself is what you're doing right now. You're reprogramming your energy and your mind and the way your body vibrates through who you're being, reprogramming to a different cocktail of energies. You can add in anytime, but start to get the feeling of like this isn't, it might feel like a vacation at first, but ideally, the more this becomes our norm, then obviously our life looks like the outward manifestation of what this energy is. So what kind of life do I imagine would be come to matter and come to form eventually from this energy? It feels successful and beautiful and so abundant and rich and happy, connected. And that's actually the life I want. So I know I'm on the right track. So you want to do something like that. Taking snapshots, breathing it in. You can see it going in your bones and your muscles. You can see it going in your cells and your hair. You can see it expanding out of your body. How would your house look? What would your environment be like with this energy as its base? With this energy at its base, what would your finances, what would your business, what would your work, what would your art, what would your contribution look like? What would your friendships, relationships, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, what would your exes, what would like everything look like if this was the energy you ran? Most of the time, a lot of the time, more than 50%. Would definitely be an upgrade, right? So just getting any last messages, imagery, feeling into any last things before we come back. And I'm going to begin to turn the volume down. So, ladies, we have one more class on the 22nd, and it'll be a bit of a review, final sharing, takeaways, lessons. So I hope you can all make it. I hope, if not all of you, then two of you. If not two of you, then one of you. And if not one of you, then it'll be me sharing mine, but I way rather hear yours. So I hope to see you then. And love to you all. And I hope you enjoy this meditative exercise for activating what you want.